With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Lead on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Watch 36 to Mike. They going to need some therapy after this.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
A gain of 5.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Burrow's pass.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was cut. Together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Complete to
a good pickup there of 20 yards.
20.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
First down.
Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, Parker, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mixon with a first down carry. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Wide receivers. He was brought down by Marcus Peters. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ball carrier, Marcus Peters on the tackle.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. And this one too low. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Raiders have jumped out to an early lead over the Chiefs. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strat.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throw left side complete. That's Logan. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On second down, here's Jackson. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
This will be caught by Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Foster.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the... And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
By Harold.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Their own 27-yard line.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Jackson being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this one's incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 18.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ravens.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Good.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Jesse Bates.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trip. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Calais Campbell on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, it's Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they will take a knee here.
Jackson on the keeper.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Baltimore, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5